This is something I want to say to you, wherever you are, whenever you are. Imagine for me, junior high, summer of 93 leading into fall of 93. I was about to start 7th grade. And for years, I mean from 1st grade to 6th grade, I had like spiked hair, kind of a mullet in the back. 6 years, that was my hairstyle. My elementary school years, that's what I had. And then weeks went by without me getting a haircut, just the way it worked out in the summer of 93, which was way before many of you were born. Summer of 93. And this lady, the lady that cut my hair, when she saw that I had so much hair, it was basically becoming some kind of, almost like I was growing my hair out. And she suggested, actually, Nick, my nephew, he's growing his hair a certain way. And let me show you a picture. You might like this hairstyle. What was the hairstyle? It was basically this hairstyle. That was back in 1993. He was my age. He and I graduated together. His name is Jason. That doesn't help you at all to know his name. And what's funny is, I ended up, as I started growing my hair out, ended up not keeping this baby pompadour style or whatever. I didn't end up keeping it. Instead, it ended up to more of like, you know, the swoop bangs, where you have to do that, you know. And then as it morphed out, it was more of like the parted in the middle. And if you've seen some of those videos from when I was in high school, that's what and I never ended up with this. So here we are over 25 years later, and I'm finally getting into this hairstyle that was intended to be the transition out of my spiked haircut days. So obviously the difference now is the hairline's different and the density's different, and I'm still working out the kinks, but I'm really liking this. I like the cool volume of it. It's a little bit Conan O'Brien, but I like how with the mousse, like it pretty much just stays in place. And like I said, I can even work out, but I like how it's clean cut, but still got some personality going on, and totally embraces the hairline. And you know, as long as I can get away with even the density issues I've got up front, but most people aren't awkwardly looking at me like that, are we? Except for you. So, keeping a realistic perspective of it, I just really dig it. I really like it. I think the main question I've got to figure out is, what next? Will I continue growing it out longer? Because I know a true pompadour, as Maxwell Smart has explained, it's like 5 to 6 inches on top. You've got the curl. Well, I'm not planning on doing that, but it's funny as it may sound, something maybe a little bit more along the lines closer to what Conan O'Brien has. He definitely has I'm sure my hairline's a little bit worse than his, and I'm sure, you know, he doesn't have the density issues, and he's like in his 50s. But I think in some ways I am taking a cue from Conan O'Brien's hairstyle in some way. So I'm just having fun. That's the thing. While I still have hair, just have fun, just explore different hairstyles, and then share them with nearly 7,000 people who are subscribed to my channel. And I'm glad you're here. So there's a little story about my past. Summer of 1993. This was supposed to be the hairstyle I ended up with. I waited about 25 and a half years to finally get it. What are your thoughts on everything I've shared with you just now? Comments right